road tonight to tickets from a different light. Faded ink but clear enough to remind me what we were. We were simple in the best of ways, laughing through those early days. No grand plans, no need to prove, just me and you and something true. Every moment felt aligned, like the stars had picked our time. We didn't question where it'd go, we just let it overflow. And maybe that's where it began, not knowing how it ends. We were two tickets gone quiet to a show we never finished. Front row hearts, no limits, till the lights came on too soon. Now I'm standing in the silence with the echoes of your presence, and the space you left behind still plays you on my mind. We got used to being close, like breathing something we don't notice. Every touch became routine, every us less in between. There were words we didn't say, just assumptions in the way, and the comfort we held tight turned into distance overnight. I felt it slipping through our hands, but didn't understand. We were two tickets gone quiet in a room that slowly dimmed us. Every song still within us, but we couldn't sing along. Now the ending feels divided, like a truth we kept avoiding. And I'm left with what we knew and everything we couldn't do. We didn't see it fade, just watched it drift away. Do you think about it now and then, where it broke, where it bent? Or did you close that chapter clean, like it never meant a thing? I still replay the smallest parts, like they're pieces of my heart. Not to hurt, just to know where we lost the undertow. We didn't crash, we just ran out of everything we talked about. And that's the hardest truth to face. Not every love is meant to stay. Some just come to show you how to feel it here and now. Ooh, we were two tickets gone quiet, but the memory's still alive. And every tear I never cried, and every word I couldn't say. Now I'm match that finally learned how to burn without control, straight down to the soul. You walked in like a warning sign, disguised as something soft and kind. I felt it in the way you spoke, like every word could leave me broke. But I leaned in anyway, let the danger lead the way. Somewhere deep I understood this would end, but feel too good. We didn't fall, we crashed in fast, like something never built to last. We were Faultline Hearts colliding, shaking everything we tried to hide. In every touch a landslide truth breaking through. We were too close to survive it, too in love to ever fight it. Now the ground don't feel the same since you came and split my name. We were fire in a crowded room, turning silence into something doomed. Every glance a loaded gun, every kiss a war half won. We kept pushing past the edge, balancing on what we said. But the deeper that we went, the more it started to descend. I heard it breaking in your tone, like something shifting in your bones. We were Faultline Hearts colliding, every promise slowly dividing, every moment under strain, dressed in pain. We were stronger in the chaos than we ever were in calm love. Now the aftershock remains in my veins. Oh, we felt it coming down. Oh, but stayed for the sound. Now the silence hits too loud, like your voice inside a crowd. Every corner holds your trace, every shadow is your face. And I hate how much it stays in the smallest quiet ways. Not just love I can release, but something buried underneath. We didn't lose, we overflowed beyond what either heart could hold. And maybe we were never wrong, just trying to last too long. In a moment built to break, in a risk we had to take. Would I change it if I could? No, I knew it too well, too good. We were Faultline Hearts colliding, still I feel you deep inside me. Every scar a living proof of the truth. We were everything and more than anything worth holding on to. Now I'm learning how to stand on this land you left unmanned. And the ground is still not still, and I don't think it ever will. There's a quiet on the line tonight, like the signals fading out of sight. I can hear you, but it's not the same. Like your voice forgot my name. We used to talk till morning came. Let the silence say our names. Every word would fall in place, like we found our perfect space. Now there's pauses we can't fill, little gaps that linger still. And I don't know when it changed, just that nothing feels the same. We're still here, but something's gone, like a song without its tone. There's a static between us now, and the things we don't allow. Every feeling breaking down into noise we can't turn down. We were clear, we were loud, now we're lost inside the crowd, trying hard to hear it through all the static between me and you. We still say the words we should, still pretend it's understood, but the meaning slips away more and more with every day. And your laughter sounds delayed, like it's slightly out of place. I keep reaching through the air, but I don't find you there. We don't fight, we don't confess, we just live inside the mess. There's a static between us now, in the way we break it down. Every memory distorted sound, spinning circles all around. We were close, we were true, now I don't know what we are to do. Every signal we once knew, lost in static between me and you. Fading in and out. That's what love's about. If I hung up, would you call me back, or just let it fade to black? Do you feel it slipping too, or is this only breaking through on my side of what we were, where everything is slightly blurred, like a dream you can't replay, but you feel it drift away? We didn't shatter, didn't fall, we just stopped hearing it all. Maybe love don't always end with a crash you can't defend. Sometimes it just disappears through the quiet in your ears. There's a static between us now, and I don't know how to turn it down. Every word just fades somehow before it ever leaves my mouth. We were something I believe, now you're someone I can't reach. And the hardest truth I found is love can fade without a sound. Can you hear me? Or am I gone? Already gone? We were young in a holy kind of way. like nothing could take that light away. Every moment felt larger than life, like we were more than just you and I. You were standing in a crowded room, but I saw only you in view. Like the world just disappeared when your voice got near. We didn't need to understand every risk, every broken plan. We just moved like we were meant to follow where the feeling went. There was something sacred in the air, like forever was already there. We were living in neon cathedral days, where love would echo through the haze. Every heartbeat like a choir call, like we were never meant to fall. But even light can start to fade in the glow of the choices we made. Now I'm praying to a past I can't retrace, from those neon cathedral days. We were fearless in a fragile frame, calling chaos by a softer name. Every night felt infinite, like we wouldn't run out of it. But the silence slowly found its way through the words we couldn't say. And the higher we tried to rise, the more we lost what we had inside. I could feel it slipping through, even when I held on to you. We were living in neon cathedral days, chasing light through a golden maze. Every promise like a stained glass view, shining different shades of me and you. But the colors couldn't always stay, they blurred into a softer gray. Now I'm left with what I can't replace, from those neon cathedral days. Oh, we believed in more. We believed in more than we could hold. I still see you in the glow of signs, in the echoes of another time, like a shadow dressed in light, still walking through my mind. And I wonder if you feel it too, that kind of love we once knew. Not just gone, not just past, but something built to last somewhere. We were wrong to feel that way, we just couldn't make it stay. And if I stood there once again, would I choose a different end, or let it burn just like before, till there was nothing left to hold? Maybe love like ours was made just to live and then to fade. We were living in the young cathedral days, where love was more than words could say. Every moment like a sacred flame. Now nothing ever feels the same, but I'd still walk that road again, through the light, through the pain. 'Cause forever doesn't mean it stays, it just lives in the love we gave. In those neon cathedral days, we were everything There's a box I never open anymore, tucked away behind a drawer. But tonight I let it slide and saw us frozen in that time. We were leaning on a borrowed car, laughing like we'd come so far. No idea how far we'd go or how it ends, you never know. Every picture caught a spark, little pieces of our heart. We didn't pose, we didn't try, we just lived between the lines. And it felt like it would never change, like we'd always stay that way. We were living in faded Polaroid nights, soft edges out of focus line, every memory slightly blurred, but I still feel every word. We were something we don't define, just a moment stretched in time. Now I see it for what it was, not forever, but enough. We got used to ordinary days, coffee cups and quiet ways, less of fire, more of calm, less of thrill, more of we belong. But somewhere in the in-between, we stopped saying what we mean, and the comfort that we found turned into a drifting sound. We didn't notice it unwind, just slowly slipped outside the lines. We were living in faded Polaroid nights, holding on to softer light. Every feeling turned to tone, something warm but overgrown. We were steady, we were kind, but we left ourselves behind. Now I know what it becomes when love fades without a run. Oh, nothing left to fight. Oh, just quiet goodbyes. I don't hate you, not at all. We just didn't stand that tall. When it mattered, when it broke, we just let it come and go. And I think that's what stays, not the tears, not the pain, just the knowing deep inside we once had a good life. Some loves don't burn, don't leave a scar, they just fade into who you are. And I still smile when I look back, even knowing what we lack, 'cause not every love is meant to stay. Some just show you a different way. We were living in faded Polaroid nights, now they glow in a softer light. Every moment still remains in the corners of my days. We were real, we were true, even if we didn't make it through. And I wouldn't trade what we became for a love that never changed. So I closed the box to see you here tonight. Just another face in passing light. But then you turned and said my name, like nothing ever changed. There you were, just like before. Same old smile I can't ignore. But something in the way you stood said life's been different, not all good. We both paused, didn't know if we should stay or let it go. But silence pulled us in too close to everything we almost lost. And in your eyes I saw it clear. The past we thought had disappeared. Now we're strangers with our names, saying things we used to say, but it don't feel the same. There's a distance in the flame. We remember every line, but forgot how to align what we were and what we've become. Strangers still holding on. We talked about the in-between, all the places we have been. You said you found someone new, but somehow that just echoed through like a truth I should accept. But a part of me rejects, 'cause the way you looked at me didn't match your history. And every word we tried to place just circled back to yesterday. Now we're strangers with our names, dancing close but out of frame, like a memory misplayed, trying hard to recreate what we had, who we were, through a moment we can't blur. But the closer that we come, the more it comes undone. In time, would you still be standing mine? Would I fight for what we had, or let it slip like we once did? We don't say it, but it's there in the way we almost care. Just a breath away from truth, but we don't follow through. Some doors don't close, they just remain half open to the past and pain. And maybe we're not meant to fix every love we couldn't keep. Maybe this is all it is, just a night we're meant to meet, to remind us who we were without crossing back again. We're still strangers with our names, but there's fire in the space. Every glance we can't replace, every move we hesitate. We could stay or walk away, either choice will make us break. So we smile like it's okay. Strangers going separate ways, and I watch you disappear again, like a love that never ends, but never begins. right here, but something's wrong. Like I'm listening to a distant song. Same room, same air we breathe, but you're not really here with me. We still follow every routine, say the words we've always been, but there's nothing underneath, just the habit of you and me. I still reach for your hand at night, you still hold it but not tight. And I wonder if you feel how unreal this become. We don't break, we don't collide, we just slowly drift aside. We're living on parallel heartlines, side by side but out of time. Every moment synchronized, but never truly intertwined. We don't fight, we don't fall, we don't feel much at all, just two souls keeping up the sign on these parallel heartlines. There's no anger, there's no blame, just the absence of a flame, like a fire that lost its air, but we still pretend it's there. And I see it in your eyes, something quiet, something tired, like you're already halfway gone, but you're holding on for form. We don't leave, we don't repair, we just linger in the air. We're living on parallel heartlines, walking past the never bind. Every word is well designed, but there's nothing left behind. We're not lost, we're not found, just two echoes in a sound, trying not to redefine these parallel heartlines. Almost touch, never meet. Ooh, something missing underneath. If I left, would you feel it then? Or just fold into the same again? Would it break or would it prove there was nothing left to lose? I don't wanna love like this, quiet, careful counterfeit. I'd rather feel the fall apart than never feel a beating heart. We didn't lose it overnight, we just stopped trying to fight. And maybe we're too far to save, or too afraid to walk away, but something's gotta give tonight. We can't keep living this half life. We've been living on parallel heartlines, now I see it in your eyes. There's a distance we can't hide, no matter how we redefine. So if this is where we part, let it finally break our hearts. Better truth than this design of parallel heartlines. You're right here, but you're not mine. I knew it long before tonight, in the way we stopped the fight. Not because we made it right, but we just ran out of fire. You still look at me the same, like you don't see what's changed. But I feel it in my chest, something leaving, something less. We kept holding to the frame of a picture we couldn't name, but the colors don't align with what's fading over time. And I can't pretend again like this is how it ends. So making my exit in slow motion, every step filled with emotion, every second pulling me apart. But I won't stay just to keep us going when the truth is barely showing. I'd rather break than lose my heart. There's no villain in this scene, no one wrong, no in between, just two people out of sync, trying not to think. And I know you feel it too, in the things we don't pursue, all the space we never crossed, all the love we slowly lost. We were more than this before, but I can't fake it anymore. So making my exit in slow motion, through a flood of mixed emotion, every memory holding on too tight. But I won't stay where I feel smaller, just to make it last a little longer. I'm choosing me this time. It's tearing me in two, but I know what I must do. I'll miss the way you said my name, like it never changed. I'll miss the quiet, easy days and the familiar ways. But I won't miss the in-between, where love's not what it seems, where I disappear in us and call it love. Sometimes the strongest thing you do is walk away from what you knew. And maybe you'll hate me for a while, maybe I'll break down in denial, but I'd rather face the pain than slowly fade away again. I'm making my exit in slow motion, through the weight of every emotion, but I feel something coming alive. In the space I thought would break me, there's a strength I couldn't see. Now I'm finally on my side, and I'll carry what was true, but I won't carry you. Oh, I won't carry you. We never said it out loud, but it lived between the sound of every word we let pass by. like a truth we kept disguised. You were always just a step away, close enough to make me stay, far enough to never fall into something real at all. We had timing on our side, but never chose to cross the line, like we feared what it could be, more than what we'd never see. And I felt it every time you leave, something unfinished underneath. And almost was enough to break me, close enough to let it shape me. Every glance, every touch we denied still plays on in my mind. We were right there on the edge of us, but we never made the jump. Now I'm living with the ghost, because almost was enough. We would talk till nothing's left, but avoid the one regret. Every moment stretched so thin, like we knew where it begins, but not how it ends. You would smile like you knew too. There was more we didn't do, and the silence felt too loud for something we wouldn't allow. We kept dancing around the flame, but never dared to say its name. And almost was enough to haunt me. Every what if still upon me. Every night I let it replay in a different way. We were standing at the door of truth, but we never followed through. Now I'm left with what we never touched. Almost was felt it in the air. Left it hanging there. Do you ever think of me like this? Like a love you almost kissed, like a path you didn't take, but still feeling every break. I still carry what we were, even if it stayed a blur. Not a memory I can place, but a feeling I can't erase. We didn't lose, we didn't win, we just never let it begin. And maybe that's the cruelest part, not a shattered, broken heart, but a story left untold that still refuses to grow. And almost was enough to stay long after you walked away. Every piece we never tried, still living deep inside. We were something undefined, but it echoes through all time. And no matter what I become, almost will always be enough. We never said it, but we knew. I hear you in the late night like a voice that's almost there, carried over miles and time, still somehow aligned with mine. We were closer than we knew, before the world pulled us into different roads, different skies, same look still in our eyes. Every call, a fragile thread, holding on we never said. Every silence in between says more than it seems. And I feel you in the space we keep, not too far, not mine to reach. We're just signals over water, fading in and getting harder to hold on to what we used to be. Still you're reaching back to me. We were stronger at the start, now we're learning different hearts. But there's something we can't deny, still alive across the tide. We still try to sound the same, like distance doesn't rearrange all the ways we used to fit. Now we're slightly out of it, and I catch it in your tone, something distant, not your own, like you're standing in a place I can't quite trace. We don't say what's really true, but I think you feel it too. We're just signals over water, trying not to drift much farther. Every word delayed in time, still somehow you're on my mind. We were easy, we were sure, now we're something less defined. But there's something holding on, even when it feels gone. Still coming through. Just me and you. If I saw you face to face, would we fall back into place? Or would we feel the quiet shift of everything we couldn't fix? I don't know what we've become, something distant, something strong, not the same, but not erased, just rearranged. We didn't lose it in a day, we just let it drift away. And maybe love can still remain, even when it's not the same. Not as fire, not as flame, but something softer, without a name. We're still signals over water, not as clear, but maybe stronger in the way we still hold on, even when it feels all gone. We were once a single line, now we move in separate time. But there's something in the blue, still connecting me to you. I hear you, even now, through it all. didn't shatter, didn't break. Just one decision, one mistake. No thunder, no warning sign, just a moment out of time. You were standing at the door like you'd done 1,000 times before. But something in the way you stayed said this time it wouldn't wait. I had words I didn't say, thought I had another day. But the silence chose for me what we'd never get to be. And I felt it when you turned away. Something slipping, I couldn't make a stay. It was 1 second too late, one breath I couldn't take, one word that never made it through. Now I'm living without you. We were right on the edge of change, close enough to rearrange everything we couldn't say. In 1 second too late. I replay it in my mind, every frame, every line. If I moved just slightly faster, would we still be after all the things we almost had? All the good inside the bad? Or was it always meant to fall right there in that call? I keep chasing what I can't undo, like I could rewrite me and you. It was 1 second too late, one chance I couldn't take, one look I didn't hold on to. Now it's all I ever do. We were closer than we knew to a life that could be true, but it slipped right through my hands like it always had a plan. Time don't wait. Oh, not even for fate. Do you ever think of that night? Feel the weight of what's not right? Or did you find a way to leave without carrying what it means? I still wear it in my chest like a truth I can't outguess. Not just love I couldn't keep, but the second heart in me. We didn't drift, we didn't fade. We were lost in a single mistake. And maybe it was always thin, the line we balanced everything in. But I still believe somehow we were stronger than that now. Or maybe that's just what I tell to survive this living hell. It was 1 second too late, now forever's out of place. Every road leads back to you, with nothing left to do. We were everything we tried, now just moments frozen in time. And I'd give it all away for 1 second I could change. But time don't turn, and you don't stay. don't say it, but I hear it anyway. You come home a little late, say the traffic say the same, but your eyes don't land on mine like they used to every time. There's a rhythm in your speech, like you care for what you reach, and I feel it in the air. Something else is living there. You're still here but not the same, and I don't know who to blame. There's someone in your silence now, in the space you won't allow. Every pause is getting loud, like a voice without a sound. I can feel them in between every word you say to me, and I don't know what to do with someone I can't prove. You still hold me when we sleep, but it don't feel just as deep, like your mind is somewhere else, with a version of yourself that I don't recognize. In the look behind your eyes, like you're standing far away, even when you say my name. And I'm trying not to see what is pulling you from me. There's someone in your silence now, every truth you won't speak out, every moment breaking down into something I can't count. We were clear, we were strong. Now I don't know what is wrong, just a shadow in the room that keeps growing without proof. Ooh, say it if it's real. Ooh, let me know what I should feel. If I ask, will you deny? Look me straight into my eyes. Would I hear it in your tone that I'm already alone? I don't need a perfect truth, just something I can hold on to, 'cause this quiet's breaking me more than any honesty. It's not the lie that cuts this deep, it's the doubt you let me keep. And maybe there's nobody there, just a distance we don't repair. But that might be worse somehow than another love right now. There's someone in your silence now, even if you won't say how. Every second screaming loud what we lost but won't call out. If it's real or just my fear, either way you're not here, and I'm left with what I knew before I started losing you. You don't say it, but I hear it anyway. We don't say it in the light, only whisper it at night, like the truth would disappear if the morning found it here. You arrive without a sound, like a secret passing through town. Every touch a stolen flame, we don't even use our names. There's a danger in the air, like we know we shouldn't care, but the moment pulls us in every time again. We don't ask where this will go, 'cause we already know. We're just borrowed names at dawn, holding on to what is wrong. Every second slipping through, like there's nothing we can do. We're a story never told, too alive to let it go. But the daylight draws the line between your world and mine. There's a distance when you leave, like you turn into a dream. Different voice, a different face, gone without a trace. And I hate the way it feels, how unreal becomes so real, when the only time you're mine is a moment out of time. We don't speak about the truth, we just play the part we choose. We're just borrowed names at dawn, living something we can't own. Every heartbeat out of place, every kiss we can't erase. We're a fire we can't defend, we're the start that has no end. And the closer that we get, the more we will regret. Oh, we don't belong. Oh, but we go on. Do you ever wish it changed, that we didn't have to hide away? Or is this all it ever is, just a love we can't admit? I don't know which hurts the most, losing you or staying close in a life we never shared outside of here. We don't break, we don't stay, we just fade into the day. And maybe one night we won't come back, finally let it all collapse. But tonight we're still the same, two hearts playing borrowed names. We're still borrowed names at dawn, holding on though it's all wrong. Every feeling amplified by the truth we keep inside. We're a love we can't explain, built on pleasure, built on pain. And no matter how it ends, kept waiting for the change, like it wasn't mine to make, like love would just remain, no matter what I gave. You were reaching out your hand, I was somewhere in my head, always thinking I had time to say the things I left unsaid. You would ask me if I cared, I would say it, but not there. Not in ways that you could feel, not in ways that made it real. And I told myself you'd stay, even when I pulled away. Now I know I was the distance, and every moment of resistance, every time I turned away, thinking love would always wait. You were right there, I was gone, even when I held you close. Now I'm living with the truth. I was the distance between us. There were nights you almost left, I could see it in your breath, but you stayed another day while I gave you less and less. I thought love was something short, not something you have to nurture, and I let it slowly fade while believing it was safe. I didn't see it disappear till there was nothing left to hear. Now I know how was the distance, every silence, every difference, every chance I didn't take, every move I chose too late. You were fighting, I was numb. Now there's nothing left to hold, and I'm standing in the space. I was the distance all along. Oh, I see it now, but it's too late somehow. If I could go back to those days, I wouldn't let it slip away. I would say it when you asked, I would make it find me last. But time don't bend like that, and I live inside the fact that the love I let go of was everything I was dreaming of. It wasn't fate, it wasn't you, it was everything I didn't do. And that's the hardest thing to face, knowing I could have changed its shape, not by chance, not by chance, but by giving more than half. Now I know how was the distance, every break and every difference, every tear you didn't show, every truth I didn't know. You were everything I need, I was everything you feared, and I'll carry this regret. In every love I meet next, I was the distance, and now there's nothing left It always starts the same way. When the daylight fades to gray, like the world just slips aside, and it's only you and I. You don't look at me like that when the sun is coming back, but in shadows in between, you're exactly what I need. Every word, every touch feels like something real enough, but I know it disappears when the morning finds us here. We don't say what daylight knows, we just stay where it won't show. We're only hours after dark, in the safety of the dark, where the truth don't have a name and nothing feels the same. We're a love we can't defend, only real until it ends. With the rising of the light, we fade out of sight. We don't talk about the day or the lives we live away from the space we build at night, where everything feels right. There's a distance in your eyes when the morning starts to rise, like you're already gone before I know what's wrong. We don't question, we don't ask, we just make the moment last. We're only hours after dark, living like it's not a spark, but a fire we can hold till the daylight turns it cold. We're a truth we never claim, just a feeling without a name, and it's gone before it starts when we're pulled apart. We know it won't stay, still we choose it anyway. Do you ever wish it changed, that we didn't have to rearrange who we are when night is gone into something we're not? I can feel it slipping thin every time we let it end, like a dream I can't outgrow, but never get to hold. We don't break, we don't fight, we just disappear with light. And maybe this is all we get, a perfect love we must forget. Not forever, not complete, just a place where